Pennsylvania, starting with Ed Ludlow, who's reporting for us out in Phoenix. Ed, what do you have to report?
Yeah, David, we have some unofficial early results from Maricopa County, which accounts for around 60% of Arizona's electorate. Of the 843,000 odd ballots that have been counted so far, Democrat Mark Kelly leads with 59% of votes of those ballots cast in the Senate race against Republican Blake Masters, who's received around 39% of the vote of the early ballots cast. In the gubernatorial race, Democrat Katie Hobbs has received 58% of those early ballots, while Carrie Lake, the Republican, has received around 42%. Again, these are early ballots that were received before the end of the day on Friday, last Friday. And as we know, and you've discussed with Rick over the years, it does tend to be Democrats that vote by mail, vote early in this state. But it is also a purple state, right? A big chunk of the votes that we are taking into account here are independents. It was interesting to see the Democrats here really focus their attention not just on those independents, but also some more moderate Republicans. Both races in the Senate and for governor were really tight going into Election Day. A big focus being inflation and energy in this state, but also how Biden has handled the economy more broadly. Mark Kelly, the Democrat running for re-election as senator, has distanced himself in some respects from Biden on issues like the border, but has also been pretty firm on his stance on women's reproductive rights, for example, while many across the Republican ticket have been pretty steadfast in their more extreme views and have also recounted unproven claims that Democrats stole the presidential election in 2020, an issue they've really doubled down on throughout the day here in Arizona.
Yeah. Ed, one more. Is there any update on some of the issues surrounding the voting, particularly in Maricopa County?
Yes. Yeah, there were issues with the tabulation machines which related to the printing on the tabulation machines. 20% of vote centers throughout Maricopa County were identified as having these issues. Officials tell me they resolved the issue at 17 locations and plan to resolve the issue by the close of polls, 7 p.m. local time, 9 p.m. Eastern, at another 60-odd locations. Ultimately, all of those ballots will still be counted. There is redundancy designed into the system where if a tabulator cannot read a ballot electronically, a voter has the option to put it into a safe box to be tabulated manually by a human being later, or they could check out their ballot and ask administrators on site at election centers and voting locations to go and vote at another location. But polls closed on time here, 7 p.m. local time. Every vote will be counted that was cast, according to electoral officials here in Maricopa County.